back to this Udaipur Architecture Festival auditorium, and we've been here for the whole day, and I am pretty sure it is not stinking, it is not smelling, it is smelling good, and with all the enthusiasm of a festival, rather than that air conditioning buzzing over you for the whole day. You would have had a great feeling. We've had great sessions and great technical sessions also. So we are fortunate that we now got to explore so many avenues of architecture in just a single day, with so many technical talks as well as talks by architects like Kazumo and origami artists like Paul and architect Bill Bensley, and something hi-fi food on technology also. Let's explore something else now. Let's go beyond architecture today. And beyond architecture means we are going to have wonderful sessions coming up, lined up back to back. And so we start with our airport director of Udaipur, Nandita ma'am. Now, why an airport director? I mean, what has an airport director to do with architecture festival? We could have called anybody from Rajasthan Tourism or maybe from Government of India or something. No, but we thought let us have somebody from Government of India, Ministry of Aviation, and Airport Director of Udaipur, because she is an architect. Okay, so let me welcome.
Is there a lag? Should I join from?
So yeah, you can, ma'am. You can. No problem. So we have Nandita ma'am as our special guest, and we are going to talk about beyond architecture. Like, she qualified as an architect from JJ College of Architecture, and she pursued her masters, and then she became airport director. It's as simple as that. Ma'am, is it as simple as that?
I think there is some lag. Do you want me to log in from my mobile? Because I think it's getting stuck.
Yeah, no problem. You can log in from your mobile.
I think I'll do.
Yeah, no problem. We can wait.
I'll do that. I think.
So
this is
yeah. So friends, we are going to
somewhere there is a mobile. Yeah.
Friends, we are going to have another session by Livardist. Okay, they are also a group of architects who are not practicing architecture but doing caricature in architecture in context. I mean, it's switch off one. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I've left that one.
Okay, so we are going to talk about diversity in architecture with architecture education as a base. Okay, so we are going to have many more such sessions. Tomorrow also there is some very interesting lineup for all of you. We are going to have an award ceremony. Yeah, so we have Nandita ma'am back. So we have the airport director of Udaipur today to talk to us in Udaipur Architecture Festival. Ma'am, you are an architect by qualification. You passed out from JJ College of Architecture, did your masters, and then you became airport director. Is it that simple, or how has been your journey like? I mean, very eccentric, architect to airport director.
Okay, so firstly, namaskar to Udaipur. It's been lovely and grateful to you that you've invited. And as you said, the whole day under your air conditioning and work, for me, it's a reprise to sit for 10 minutes without a mask, which I'm ensuring that we have to do it at the airport. Talking of my journey as an architect to be here, well, I passed out from JJ's. I did my master's in landscape from SPA. And then I joined Airport Authority of India. Prior to that, a short, as they say, vagabond working with Trikai Advertising. And I joined Airport Authority of India as an architect. So it was not a diversified field that I had joined in. I worked for almost more than 18 years in the architecture wing of Airport Authority of India. Shifted my interest to train people. I'm also qualified as an international airport professional. And I have done the management program AMPAP by the UN body ICAO. And after that, training part is what I have come here as the airport director. I believe after you have done architecture, you've designed the buildings, comes the next part to learn is how to operate them functionally and realize whether you've designed them as perfectionists or not to run the operations that you want at the airport. So this has been the whole little journey with Airport Authority of India over the period of about 25 years that I've been with them. Sunil, you're not audible.
Yeah.
I think
So,
you're
so
audible.
ma'am, how difficult or easy it was to, in terms of commitment to projects versus situation handling as airport director. So we want to understand. We want to get an insight into. We want to get into the shoes of airport director as an architect. So, what is the thought process, or how difficult or easy
Oh.
it is?
I think being an architect and then working in operations as an airport director has given me an A plus in the factor. There are many solutions which are required at that very moment, which need your space planning and management. I think that's where then I have not to look back on anybody. I can do that as a professional, being a designer, being an architect, and also the advantage that I know what is the operational requirement as the managemental administrative head here. So I think that is one ace, that one plus I had from many other people. Two, it is also helping me because I know wherever that there may be some kind of challenges that we are facing, or there are some issues to resolve when it comes to increasing the area, decreasing the area, or some engineering part which also needs, then it is also that one is aware of. So I think it's almost similar. Project is also when we are on site, there is lots of labor and they say last minute to handle. Here, of course, we don't have time. We can't delay. So that's a big challenge that you face. While in construction, even if you've gone a little delayed by a day or two, it's not going to matter. But with us, the perfection of time here runs by seconds.
Right.
We have a lot of lives in our hand that we per se talk of. So I think that's the contrast that comes now when you talk of situation.
Yeah. Okay. So, ma'am, I'm very glad that I heard the word being an architect was A plus for me. Long back, one lady, way back in '98 or something, one lady told me that my son doesn't study well, so should he become an architect? So it was like such a great hammer throwing. Feeling. Mujhe ki puche mat aap. So I'm glad that somebody is talking about our profession in a very dignified way, that because you were an architect, you had an A plus advantage over others. So that's great. So from a brick wall to managing a hijack. Recently there was a dummy hijack happened. Okay, and that was yesterday only, or yesterday or day before yesterday.
Yesterday.
And you handled it. You handled the stress. So how do you do this? Handling the hijack, and you were taught to make brick walls. Okay. How do you do this?
So I think that's perfect. We do build brick walls in front of the hijackers not to harm anybody. To put us in that sense. Yes, this is something which is now very different profile that you come into work for. And I think this is something which every mind, or I must say every brain and every person should mold themselves into. So it's like managing any kind of problem zone that is falling on you. It's also when you're designing buildings, you do face problems and you resolve them. But particularly when you talk of hijack and you talk of other things, then comes the other part is what we probably read in some portions, which maybe when we do architecture, people wonder, why do we need to read all these psychologies and read all the histories and do everything?
Yes.
This is the chapter which comes handy, which you all should know. Yes. That when you are handling such situation, it is actually the psyche of the person across the table that you're actually playing the game with.
Oh yes. Yeah.
So I think for architecture, all the people who've missed out on those fancy classes, which we used to believe are very simple, are something which are going to be very handy now in my profession.
Right. It's a very good connect. You connected history of architecture and humanities to your lifestyle today.
And of course, we architects are perfect when it comes to dealing with 20 agencies at a time. We know how to coordinate all of them together and get them on one table and say, okay, this is not done.
Yeah.
So when you're handling anti-hijacking mock drill, when we did yesterday, so it was all the kind of agencies that we had to handle it up with.
Yeah, great, ma'am. You were in the news today. I thought I should put it up for now that an architect can handle hijacking. So we all qualify for one such post. Okay, if need be. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah. So, ma'am, did you ever think of giving up this? That every day same airport, same landing, same takeoff, and instead why shouldn't I go back to my roots, that is architecture, and design new building every time? Did a thought crop up ever? I mean,
No, you come here and sit, Sunil, you'll know every day is not same takeoff, every day is not same landing. It's a different pilot and a different passenger which is walking in. So it's a different mode of work that you do every day. It's there is a lot which goes behind the scene also when you run an airport.
yes.
So it's like what work we do is the green room work.
Yeah.
What you see on the stage is just the fancy landing and walking out of the best of the terminals and getting all the facilities.
Yeah, I'll interrupt you. Did you ever read the novel Airport by?
Yes, I've done that. Yes,
Huh?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so-
And that's long back, so you're not going to make me recollect now with age.
Okay. Okay. No, it had the same context what you
Yes.
are saying,
Yeah.
right? That what you see on the glamour world, in the glamour world, is something else on the backstage.
Absolutely.
So,
Yes.
right. Even in this festival, I may be the face, but there are many people working across. I mean, you see the conference is there. So there are almost 8 people sitting there and managing the whole thing. And plus we have a
Yeah.
team sitting somewhere in Ahmedabad also managing the thing. Anyway, so ma'am, how do you feel when an architect talks about his or her creation and you just talk about airplanes and landings and takeoffs? So did you ever, I mean, get this feel?
So I have lots to talk when it comes to design. I've been designing for 18 years in Airport Authority of India.
Yeah,
And as a matter of fact, I also have, I must say, my best man in life, who's an architect. So there's a lot of design that goes on talking in the house because my husband's also an architect.
okay.
So please remember, architecture is running in my bloodstream or probably DNA as they talk in a family.
Okay.
So nowhere we are left out of that particular field, whichever turns around. And now I have another advantage, Sunil. I'm sitting on the other side. I can be a good critic to architects now.
Okay. Yeah, we need one. We need a few of them so that we improve. Okay, we evolve. That is the whole purpose of this.
Yes.
Okay, so what are the pros and cons of being in a government service? And I mean, this is a slightly tricky question. You may not answer. It's fine. But what are the pros and cons of being in a government body on a top position rather than being an architect in your own company and being in a top position? So what are the pros and cons like?
Not a very that way a difficult question, but they're two different sectors that you're working in. Working in government is very different from what you're working in a private sector. Government has got very strict protocols that we run through and lot of levels that one has to run when it comes to a particular work profile. Whereas when you're an architect and you're practicing, I always say, apne man marzi ke malik hain, you're your whole soul.
Right.
So that's one advantage that you can get through very simply. But when you're talking of positions working, yes, there's a lot of networking that you get. There's a lot of other areas that you get to learn with, your connections where everywhere it's required to work, and your profiling runs perfect when it comes to that. But work-wise, yes, we have very strict protocol. So we have to actually work 10 times more than what a normal practice in private would be running through.
Oh, that's scary, man.
Yes, it is. Because there are levels that you need to go through. And each level will have their opinions and suggestions which need to be coming in and walking through to be put across. For that matter, even in a design. If you're working in government, even in a design, it would happen like that. It will go through various levels. And
I believe we as architects have been bragging about, working in the night and overtiming and all those things since semester 1, day 1, semester 1.
I know.
So it's the story with every profession, I believe then, right?
Absolute. And working as an airport director is 24/7. And please don't forget, as architects, we are just creating buildings and homes. For us, we are handling live human beings, please. So that's the most delicate job profile that we run.
I would call that is a similarity. We also handle humans, we also do the same. Okay, ma'am, so what do you have any dream building that you thought this I should have designed? any such kick that you got?
Oh, really? I think some of Frank Lloyd's work, so maybe the most popular house, Waterfall at times.
The Falling Water. The
Maybe
Falling
yes,
Water.
absolute. Otherwise, no, there are many other works, but yes, that in specific has over the period taught many things when we were even doing architecture and learning.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I,
Great.
I wish I was there at that time to be with him and work.
Okay. 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 So, ma'am, last two more questions.
Yeah.
Then you can speak what you feel like. Okay, no problem on that. It's our portal. It's for the architects, and you are part of Udaipur Architecture Festival now.
Thank you so much.
So, as airport director, how do you manage a public life? I mean, is it something like, for example, now I know it, so I may be talking, or any architect now will feel that airport to apna hi hai, madam hai apne.
No, pleasure. Don't worry.
Okay, so everybody listening, if you are an architect, you have no problem at Udaipur Airport. Okay. So how do you handle such situations in public life? I mean, it's something we need to learn because I mean, we may come to you with some unreasonable demand, and then you may not be able to fulfill, and then we feel that ये तो architect होके भी हमारे काम के नहीं है. So how do you handle public life as a director of airport?
See, for us, the definition of public life is very different. It's more of facilitating our passengers, ensuring their safety and security.
Okay.
So for us, that is what is public life. And,
Okay. Okay.
Also, when you have moments when you call that there are VIPs going and there are celebrities going. So handling all those kind of people. This is what our public life.
Okay. Okay.
And it's not where anybody would just walk in for unwanted demands. Some of them are very genuine. Some is something we can't handle. Yes. Sometimes it's difficult to fulfill everything that one wants. But we assure that whenever somebody is passing through an airport, you're safe and secure to reach your destinations and your family and be happy and be with the loved ones. I always tell, you will reach the last minute to attend a birthday party, to a festival, to meeting someone who's ill, somebody departing in family. And remember, we are the ones who are sitting across the table and working, whereas we don't get to do that. Because if we will not work, the aircrafts will not fly.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
For us, the definition of public life actually stands on a very different contrast level.
Okay, we will.
But you're welcome. We will do as much as possible that we can.
Okay.
And something we can't, maybe then we'll have to see if we can do that in future or excuse ourselves out of it.
Thank you, ma'am. I mean, I salute you for your feelings, ma'am. The way you have expressed yourself with respect to serving the community at large. The feeling is great, and it's something which is rare now, I feel. And having it in an architect makes us proud too. So, ma'am, last request. We have lots of students watching this festival. So, any tips for the students? Because once you pass out as an architect, B.Arch, you think you will be working in some office or you will be starting your practice making buildings. But actually, I mean, I never thought that somebody can become an airport director by this qualification of being an architect. So, any tips for students, like where should you stop or where you should never stop in imagining yourself at any location, any place in life or society? So, can you just elaborate on that?
Yes, you're absolutely right. They should never stop thinking where they can be. And we should have a vision open to grow anywhere and everywhere. And believe me, what you studied in architecture is always going to be very handy to you to coming up. But there's one thing I always want to tell the younger generation who's designing and who are into it. Please don't lose that human touch to design. Remember, you're designing it for somebody. It's the house or a home or anything that you're building for them, and especially homes. They say people put in everything that they have is to build their own home. That's like a dream for them. And sometimes we as architects want to pose our ideas and our design ideologies on a very strong manner, which I think sometimes need to take a backseat and you're not to get sentimental about it. Please remember, it's the person who's using it. And the day he opens his first new house door and says, "Ye mera ghar hai," and if that's the expression, you've got it right, I think then you've designed a perfect building. But if there is something which is left behind on their edge, then I'm really sorry, then we fail as architects to give. So I think our profession mainly is not all the time fulfilling, our design ideas. It's actually fulfilling somebody else's dreams, which we make come true. So for younger generation, is please make their dreams come true. It's very rarely people get a chance to do that for others.
Okay, ma'am. So thank you very much, ma'am. And do we have Amit and team? Do we have any questions for ma'am? Or ma'am, you want to say something about which we missed out? Maybe it was a great insight into airport.
No, not really. No, it's nice. I think I'm looking forward where I can meet you all in person. Of course, I know the times have been difficult.
Yes.
I'm yet to see the city. I mean, I have come in the peak of the pandemic to come and work here. But I'm really looking forward to be out here in the city and meet all of you. And students wherever are welcome if they ever need my feedback, per se, even for architecture, please. So don't think I've missed out on architecture. So welcome anytime, and we really look forward. And I think this initiative, what you've taken, has been really fantastic. And I've sent it across to many of my other forums, talking to my colleagues in JJ's, that this is what we're doing at Udaipur exclusively.
So ma'am, just for the sake of numbers, we are currently 102 watching you, and
thank you.
With 5-7 watching on one screen, so maybe 110 or something watching you on conversation. And since you were a last minute addition, so we could not circulate much. We just had 24 hours to circulate your talk.
Thank you so
but
much.
We always wanted somebody who is an architect by qualification, but I mean not practicing architecture. You'll wonder, ma'am, we invited Ratan Tata sir, okay, and because of his health he could not, he just said no, we have a mail. I mean, I'll show that in my finale, that Ratan Tata sir said that all the best for your this festival, I am not able to make it. So that's a big statement for us, and we were looking for somebody, and we found गोद में लड़का है और हम शहर में ढिंडोरा पीट रहे टाइप्स.
No. Thank you so much. That was really very kind of you. I mean, it came to me also as a surprise, but a very beautiful one, and I'm really grateful. And thank you so much for that opportunity.
Okay. So thank you, ma'am, very much. And I wish that you join other sessions also. Explore our portal. You may like something.
I shall do that. I shall.
Attend any sessions if you feel like. I have shared the schedule with you.
Yeah.
You can browse through our website also. And thank you very much. And next time when you feel like coming to the city, do let us know. Me or my friend Pradeep Bhai, who connected me with you. So we will be ready to host you anytime. Okay, our whole fraternity will be ready to host you anytime. So,
no, thank you so much, and you all have
Thank you for this wonderful session. And we all from team ASAP and all the architects of IIA and designers forum and everybody from the fraternity, we thank you from the bottom of our heart for having you here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and stay safe. Yeah, bye-bye. Thank you. Namaskar. Yeah.
Okay, friends, do not go away. We have Livardist on another qualified architects, not practicing architecture, but into a different mode altogether. So we are going to have them in next 7 minutes in the same auditorium. Amit, is it the same auditorium? Okay, we'll just find out. Okay, so you will be there with the artist. Do not forget pen, paper, pencil, sketch pens, and join in at 7 p.m. That is just 6 minutes from now, to team up with Livardist, learn how to sketch, learn how to make a caricature, or just enjoy the session. Maybe aap nahi leke aayenge. Do not get sketchbooks if you don't feel like. But I say get one. But if you don't feel like, don't get it. But do join in this session with, it's called LOL with Livardist. Laugh it out. Let's meet after 6 minutes from now. Till then, goodbye. Thank you very much.